Maya is not good. Something's seriously wrong with her. I don't know how to get her out. She can't walk, I have to carry her. I don't know what to do. Just gotta try not to freak out. Fuck. Alright, ready? Ready? Get up! Good deal. Don't come back down. How's it going, guys? It's finally here, the Raw 2026. We just got camp set up after a big day for me and Pup. My mum and dad drove my ute up the river about an hour, got us up as far as we could get, and then me and Maya did another 10 k's after that, just up this creek the whole time. So yeah, we're pretty buggered. But yeah, anyway, it's nice to have camp set up. I'm about to put the fly up as well because we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain tonight and tomorrow. So, but anyway, yeah, it's just me and Maya on this trip. We got 9 days in here just on our own, so yeah, pretty big trip. Yeah, a little bit worried about Maya, to be honest. She's acting like she's a bit crook, so yeah, she's just sitting there feeling sorry for herself. So hasn't eaten anything, which is not that unusual, and hasn't drank any water. So yeah, she's just acting a bit funny. So I really hope she comes right, because yeah, I'm gonna get her out of here otherwise. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. Might be a bit of a cruisy one if it's pissing down, but yeah, we'll just play it by ear. See you guys in the morning. Alright, update. We are not good. I'm just talking to the camera to try and stay calm because I don't really know what to do. I'm trying not to make bad decisions, but Maya is not good. Something's seriously wrong with her. When we were coming up the river, she was doing this weird coughing thing. Sometimes she'd like try and be sick, but nothing would come out. But then we've got to camp, and she won't drink any water. She wouldn't have any food, and like she's just real lethargic and like twitching. And then I tried to call her and she like couldn't really get up, and then she tried to walk and she was all stumbling around. Fuck. So I don't know what the hell to do. I've told Dad on the inReach that she's not good, and just to stand by in case we need to get her out, but I don't know how to get her out. She can't walk. I just don't understand what could be wrong with her. I gave her half an antihistamine about an hour ago, and that seemed to perk her up. That's when she, like, about half an hour after I gave that to her, she like sat up and wanted some food. But when I tried to call her, she got up and like fell over, and then I picked her up and put her outside and called her, and she like stumbled to me and like fell. So I don't understand how that could be making her do that. I know that there's lots of stinging nettle up here. I'm wondering if she's having a reaction to that, and that's why the antihistamines helped. But it's fucking scary. I don't know if I should take her out right now, but I don't know how, because she can't walk. I have to carry her. Oh, fuck. The other thing is I can see, like, on her shoulder, her veins are like twitching, or like her muscles are twitching. I don't know what to do. This is horrible. Just gotta try not to freak out and make the right decision. Oh God. I think I'm just gonna have to monitor her. Hopefully it's just like an allergic reaction to something, and then because I gave her that antihistamine it's helped, but I just don't understand the stumbling around part. And she was fine for ages, and then she just all of a sudden just went downhill really, really quick. And she won't drink water, but she was eating. Fuck. Well, we're back at camp, guys, and I'm happy to say Maia's going to be okay. She's going to make a full recovery. Yeah, she's spent 2 nights at the vet. She's doing way better. We went and saw her before I came back up here to get my gear, and yeah, she was looking really good, like walking around, wagging her tail. So yeah, we're stoked about that, because there was a while there where we didn't know if she was going to make it, so pretty scary. But yeah, she's going to be fine. So anyway, what happened was, coming up this creek for that about 5 hours we were walking, there's a lot of stinging nettle, unga unga it's called. It's like a real gnarly native nettle in New Zealand, and it's really toxic to dogs in like high amounts. I've hunted in here with Maia before, and she would have got stung, but obviously not enough to cause a major reaction. How it started off, we were just about at camp, and she started like coughing, just like coughing. It was weird. Didn't really know what that was about, so I took her pack off and I just let her rest for like 10 minutes, thinking that maybe she's just tired. After about 10 minutes she seemed to come right, so I left her pack in the creek and we just carried on. And she seemed good again. She was like lively, still like casting around, sniffing and tracking and stuff. And then we got to camp, and then she sort of lay down in the grass, and she started drooling, and I was like, oh, that's super weird. So I got her some water and I tried to get her to drink, and she wouldn't. So I tried to call her, and she was reluctant to get up, which is very unusual for her. Usually, like, she's all go, she wants to come anywhere, no matter what you're doing. And she just wouldn't come. And then so I encouraged her and sort of like picked her up a bit, and she like stumbled up struggled to get up, and then she was sort of standing there like a bit unsteady, and I was like, what the heck? And I called her to me, and she just like stumbled and like fell, and I was like, oh my god. I started to get pretty worried. I put her in the tent, like on my sleeping bag, lay her in there. Yeah, she just lay there, and she just was pretty much limp and just like drooling excessively. So I gave her half an antihistamine, like half a hay fever tablet, and just kept an eye on her, and about half an hour after I did that, she sort of seemed to perk up a little bit. I got her biscuits and like just hand fed her like bits. She would eat like 4 pieces, and then she would just do this like retching thing, like trying to spew, but couldn't spew, and she'd like sort of start off with that coughing thing, like cough, and then she'd just like and like nothing would come out. She did that about 4 times, and I was just like, oh, far out, this is no good. I just did not know what to do. So eventually I just made the call, sent out on the inReach, I'm getting Maya out now, I'll meet you at the end of the river. I just dumped all my shit out of the pack, wrapped Maya in my puffer jacket. Oh, I took the fly down that was over the tent, and I shoved that in the bottom of the pack just to like cushion the bottom for her. Anyway, I like put her in the pack, wrapped her in my puffer jacket, put her in the pack, zipped it up, poked her head out the top, and then just like cinched it in kind of tight. And then yeah, I just put her on my back and just carried her out. That was horrible. It was the worst 17 Ks of my life. It took about 4 hours, and yeah, it was just a lot of the parts that I could go around on the way up, because it was dark. It's kind of dangerous to go like do the bits that you could climb, so I didn't do that. I just had to sort of go off these like little gorgy parts. So a few of those were quite deep. I think one was above my shoulders, one was chest height, and then a couple that were like belly button height, and then the rest was like less than waist deep. But the worst part about it was just thinking the whole time, like the next time I check the pack, just check Maya, is she going to be dead? You know, am I just like going to be carrying out a dead dog at some stage? But thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, we rushed her to an emergency vet. We got there at about 2:30 in the morning, and yeah, we spent a couple of hours there with them, running bloods, just like giving her IVs, and just yeah, trying to sort her out. And yeah, she was not good at the vet. She was the same, just like all the way there she was sort of like doing that, trying to spew thing in the car, just drooling everywhere. And then we weighed her at the vet, and like yeah, she just like fell down on the scale, like she couldn't even stand. Yeah, it was pretty horrible. But yeah, definitely the worst situation that I've ever been in the bush. You know, I've had some dodgy situations. I had to get a mate airlifted out by helicopter in the South Island, but this thing with Maya was way worse than that, man. It was just like, you were just like one wrong decision away from, you know, from it being getting this dog out to safety to just carrying her dead body out. You know, it was just like, yeah, I think the critical things that I think saved her life was giving her that antihistamine. Just that dose, I think, was just enough to keep her out of anaphylactic shock. And then same again, like getting her out instead of waiting until the morning. Yeah, just, I think that was, yeah, critical as well. But yeah, pretty horrible, quite emotional. Like once it's all over too, you sort of suppress all that you sort of suppress all the emotion at the time, just to try like you sort of just, you suppress all the emotion at the time just so you can make like good decisions. And yeah, it was like, it wasn't really until the next day that I sort of realized how scary it really was. And yeah, just pretty awful. Just in here by yourself, and just like, don't know what to do. The dog can't talk, so they can't tell you what's wrong, you know, you can't, and just, I'm just so glad I made the decisions that I did make, because I don't know what I would have done if if she had died. That would have just been horrible. But yeah, anyway, we're all good. So yeah, obviously I had to come back to get all my gear. I left everything here, gun, cameras, tent, everything. I just put Maya in the pack and I just left. So yeah, I had to come back, and yeah, that's why we went and saw her today, so I could see how she was, and yeah, that made me feel comfortable to come back in here and yeah, finish the rest of the trip. I'm going to carry on hunting. I'm excited about that. It's a shame I can't do it with Maya. This is actually the first time in 4 years that I've ever been hunting without her, so yeah, that's quite sad, but yeah, at least I'll get to hunt with her in the future. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll carry on, and should be a good trip. Oh well, after I just had that massive yarn explaining what happened with Maya, I think I'm just going to finish this video here, keep all that crazy drama just in one video, and then all the hunting just in a separate video. I just think it'll make more sense that way, and it'll just be a better watch. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd say in this video, because of the context, just a couple of takeaways for me. If you're hunting in an area with this, with a lot of this stinging nettle in, I think a couple of things you could probably do just to keep your dogs safe is probably hunt them with a jacket on, just to sort of limit the surface area where they can get stung. And then the other thing is just go to your vet and just ask them about the dosages that you can give your dog. I'm not going to tell you the dosages that I've been advised, because obviously that's specific to my dog and whatnot, but yeah, I'll just tell you the ingredients just to get you started, so you can talk to your vet and get their advice. So the first one is just your standard antihistamine. Yeah, just ask your vet about the right dosage to give your dog. Obviously in an emergency, yeah, you sort of want to know what you can give them without making the situation worse. As far as I know, citrazine is what it's called. That's the main ingredient in the particular hay fever tablets that I had. Prednisone, that's a steroid. And again, talk to your vet about that, because you know it could help in a situation, but also if you give it to them in the wrong situation, it can make things worse. So again, check with your vet. The other obvious one is just paracetamol. Again, ask your vet about the safe dosages to give them. Sweet. So yeah, that's just one thing I've taken away from this situation, is just yeah, having a bit more knowledge about what you can give your dog in situations like that. Before you give any of this stuff to your dog, just talk to your vet about it, get their advice. Yeah, I'm not an expert, I'm just telling you what I've been told, and yeah, I hope that helps, and I hope that this never happens to any of you guys, because yeah, it was horrendous. But anyway, thanks heaps for watching, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video, hopefully with heaps of hunting action and some big roaring stags. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. This is why I'm addicted to hunting. I love it, eh? I can't believe that just happened.